Hi, this is DV LeBron with the Ellis Talker Show. Today I have a very special guest, Miss Lauren Andrade, who runs the Serenity Veterans Village. How are you doing, Miss Andrade?
Doing good. It's nice and warm out here today.
Yes, it is. Just a little bit. I appreciate you coming on. I've been trying to get you on, and we've played tag, and there's been all kinds of stuff in political seasons. Always something in the way, but I love what you're doing, and I've actually tried to help in some way, shape, or form a little bit. It's a noble thing. So I want you to go ahead and tell the viewers about your particular charity.
Okay, well, Serenity Veterans Villages, we house homeless veterans, families of veterans, surviving spouses, and we do it in many ways. We have one tiny house, we have one real house, which is in Waxahachie, and it is ADA friendly. And then we build these little cubes here, and there's a common area at the end of the property that has their kitchen, bathroom, shower, and laundry. And Gilbert over here, I'm not sure if I got him in the picture or not.
There he is.
Where are you, Gilbert?
Yeah, there he is. I see him.
There he is. He's one of our residents. And then we even have some service animals and pets that join us. We have a little one, Jasper, here. He's in charge.
So, hey, tell me about how this started and why.
Well, back when I came back from Iraq, I was only back for a couple of months when 3 of the people that I deployed with were homeless. And 2, it was because of separation, divorce, and 1, her house burned down. So I was like, if I can ever do anything to help, I'm going to do something to help. So guess what? I found the way to do something and I'm going to help. So we currently are at 25. We had a brand new one come in today. He's out gathering some stuff and coming back. And then he will be, well, can I show the surprise now?
Yeah,
actually, you can see the surprise right behind me.
So yes,
over the weekend, we have teamed up with Operation Tiny House Dallas.
Okay.
So this came out here last night, and we did a single post on it. And this one is all ready to go. This is what our new veteran is moving into today. It is named War. They name them after military things. But what no one has seen is these twins here.
Look at
we have 2 more. Now, these are not completely finished inside, so they need a little work still.
Wow.
But add that to everything that we already had and the one that we are building, and that is going to increase the amount we can house a lot very quickly.
Wow, that is just amazing. You have these houses that you've gotten from, where was it that you got the tiny houses from?
These new ones, these came from Operation Tiny House Dallas.
Operation Tiny House Dallas. So, Lauren, first of all, thank you for your service. What has been the biggest impediment to getting your vision, and what do you envision? How do you envision this going?
Oh, this is going to turn into a cute little village in my plan. There's going to be a big barbecue area here. We've got Blackland's got us is holding some pavilion equipment for us to build, or materials, I guess you'd call it. So right now we're trying to raise the money for that. And then basically along the outskirts, it's just going to be immediate need housing. Veterans can stay with us as long as they need to. A lot of them go out and get jobs right away. But, if they're elderly or whatever, they don't need to go get jobs right away. They can help around here, volunteer for us a little bit, and help us out that way. There's no time limits for how long they stay with us. It can be, I've got a 2-year plus, and I've got one that's just moving in tonight. I have a young lady who was an Army medic. She moved in back in January, I believe, when NBC did the story on us. And she went straight to work. She thought she was going to move out right away. And then she found out that she doesn't have to, that she can just kind of relax and pay off debts and save money. So she opted to relax on trying to hurry up. And she's just taking advantage like she's supposed to in saving money and paying off debts and being able to go back out on her own without having to worry about being homeless again.
Whose property is this that you're putting these on?
This is Serenity Veterans Village's property. Serenity owns it. I donated it to Serenity a few years ago.
Wow, this is property you donated. And
Yes.
you're putting veterans on there and you're fighting to get these tiny houses, and your criteria, if they're veterans and they're in need, you're pretty much letting them in, and then you're telling them no time limit, get yourself together and do what you got to do. And then there's elderly veterans who are just pretty much on their way out, and you're still having them in there.
Yes,
you're not asking anything.
We've had 4 pass away with us. Sadly, it was during the worst of COVID. They had pre-existing conditions and a lot of conditions. We're talking Korean War and Vietnam War. So they just wanted a safe place to be. It wasn't even necessarily that they were homeless. They could have found housing, but they wanted to be around people that understand. And they didn't have family left. They didn't have war buddies left. So we were the next best thing. And they were able to be comfortable here and relax until they went on their final deployment.
I met one when I was installing AC in there. One of the vets, I think he might have been Korean War.
Bill?
He was a very old gentleman. I don't remember his name, and I feel bad for that, but
he was 83.
He was on his way out, and he was just laying there. All he had was a few pictures of the past and another vet in there, helping him out. He wasn't moving around much. He was sleeping, and I remember praying over him,
Yeah.
and
our veterans are very good about that, helping each other.
And I remember thinking, my brother in arms, and I'm so glad that he has he has something. It's something. And thank you for providing that. Thank you for doing that. How are you funding this?
I've set up tables in town and asked for donations. I've already used up all my own money, so I'm out. So at this point, it's pretty much I got to go out and fundraise. And then when I raise enough for what I need to do next, I go ahead and do it. And then I just start over and fundraise for everything that I need.
Are you getting any help from the government at all?
No. We have applied for the TBC grants. We do exactly what they say they fund, but we've never, in 5 years, they've never given us anything. We applied for the Ellis grant and we didn't get anything from it. So we're just kind of used to doing it on our own at this point. It's been that way since 2017. So I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Well, I love that, I love that you're doing it, and I'm sure there's ways that the community can help. What is the best way that the community can help you?
Really anything. We get volunteers to come and help us build. Not sure if you can see the one in progress here.
Yeah.
We have to build these on our own. We can't afford to pay somebody to build them. It's about $5,000 just in materials for each one of these cubes. So if you tried to add labor to that, we'd never get anything built. But we have a group of volunteers coming out tomorrow, and they're going to help me take care of the lawn because obviously the lawn's overgrown. We also need to clear these trees back here for the 2 brand new wheeled tiny houses. So we need to clear some trees back there so we can back them into their spots. So we take volunteers for labor. We take volunteers for just visiting. We have at least one resident that wants to go to church and went to church out in Waxahachie, but now is in Palmer and doesn't have a car. So we'll take volunteers that are willing to come pick up people for church and let them go with them. Now, I'm usually out there fundraising on Sundays because Sunday's a day I can't miss. So I can't be here driving everybody to where they need to go.
Right.
But besides that, donations. We need donations. We need drapes. These new tiny houses that they sent, they don't come with any drapes or window covering. And that one over there, right there, that's got 7-foot windows and there's 4 of them.
That needs some covering. Yeah.
And nobody that works nights will ever be able to sleep in that one because there's no way they're going to sleep during the day.
No, I get why they put the lighting in a small house, but man, they obviously, veterans kind of like the darkness a little bit.
Yeah, they do.
So,
but it will house people, but we need donations of things like that, laundry detergents and stuff, because a lot of times they don't have money left for laundry detergent. So they're very happy when that comes in. Socks and underwear are always needed. We can never get enough donated socks and underwear. It's really it. I mean, we also have an aquaponics greenhouse that we raise tilapia and warmouth bass, and we plant like the standard vegetables and seasonings. So we could really use some help there trying to keep that up because, again, that's just me. And it's really hard to take care of everything over here. Plus everything 2 doors down, that's 4 over here.
Wow.
And our real tiny house is actually 2 doors down.
When do you sleep?
I am asleep at 8 o'clock every night, and everybody knows that if they try to call me, I am not going to answer because I'm up about 4:30.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing all of this. Do you have like a some kind of account, some way people can send you money? How could they get a hold of you? I'll type in the banner.
We take donations on our website, which is serenityveteransvillage.org. But the best way to donate to any charity is either by cash, check, or, believe it or not, Facebook. Because Facebook eats all of the costs and charges that everybody else takes out of your donation. So like if you donate $100 on my website, I'm only going to get 97, right? Or they're going to charge you, a website might charge you like $109, and that way I get 100. But if you donate through Facebook fundraisers, believe it or not, Facebook covers all of the credit card fees. So it's basically like you just handed them cash or a check.
Wow. Well, I certainly hope that we could get people to donate and raise awareness for this good organization, and maybe we could get the attention of Texas Veterans Commission to try to help out with this, because it's obvious you're doing good work and you're helping these veterans, and it sounds like they need the help, and I don't know how. I'm flabbergasted that you're doing this. A lot of us talk about how much or a lot of people talk about how much they love their veterans, but it ends at Veterans Day. It ends at Memorial Day. After that, you're doing this 365. You're giving land, you're giving time, you're giving money, you're giving yourself into doing this. And folks, I've known her for a couple of years now, and she's selfless. She's my sister in arms, and she gives all. I really, really would love if you guys can, donate, if you guys can reach out. Let's help these veterans. Let's get some socks. Let's get some underwears. Let's get something, something, anything, any of the things that she asked for. We can do it as a community. Let's help out.
And we always have a 4th of July Veteran Appreciation Barbecue. It's $5 a plate. We get as much of the food donated as we can, and then the proceeds all go to restocking our common area food. Because the other thing we don't have out here is food banks. Like, I'm the only person that could go pick anything up, and I would have to go to Waxahachie or Ennis. So a lot of times nothing gets picked up. So we have a couple of people that will pretty continuously bring us something for the common area. But for the most part, we also need food donations. So we use that barbecue money to fill and stock in there so that they have a constant supply of food if they don't have the money to go get it themselves.
Wow. Well, I mean, yeah, I hope that people will watch it and donate and help this cause, this worthy cause of helping our brothers and sisters in arms. Is there anything that you'd like to put out before I close out?
No, I mean, I gave you all of it, including our big news that,
Yeah, look
housing's
at
going to become easier soon.
Yep. And this Dallas, what you said, Dallas Tiny Homes?
It's Operation Tiny House Dallas.
Operation Tiny House Dallas. Y'all might want to look at that. They're helping out vets. This is big. Lauren, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for doing what you do. It's an honor to even be called your brother.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on and teaching me how to do this.
No, you did great. Thank you.
All right.